So just as Coach Schaefer said, there's not much difference in terms of the grand scheme of being a one-seater or two, but how much pride do you guys take in seeing that one next to your name being a one-seed? It's been a while since Texas has been this high.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I think obviously we've worked really hard all season. I mean, yeah, it's a number at the end of the day. We have to go out and play, but it's really exciting and it's really special, and I think this team's earned it. So we're definitely looking forward to it and very appreciative of the one seed for sure.
Most so-called experts thought y'all would be a two. How surprised were you guys when you saw that you were going to?
Yeah, I mean, I think we thought we had a pretty good shot, but obviously wasn't sure. We would be happy either way. We're glad to be hosting. But yeah, I think we were all pretty excited to see the one. So.
What do you think of all the dance moves?
We knew Deanna could dance. She put them on display for sure. Yeah.
The big reason that you are number one seed is you were able to step in for Rory on defensive end, take over that role. What did it take for you to be able to do that as far as physical and just mental preparation to go from?
Yeah. I think losing Rory, obviously we all knew it was going to be a collective effort. Not one person can fill all the many roles that she does for us. But yeah, I think it was more of a mental change than anything, like knowing we needed to step up on the defensive end just because she was like the heart of our team, especially on the defensive end. So just having to fill that role and try to do what I can. But yeah, I think we all focus on our conditioning a lot and just endurance for sure.
You were a sprinter, right?
Yes, yeah.
What you're doing requires kind of lateral movement, getting through screens. Did you have to do special stuff to prepare for that sort of stuff?
I mean, I think I've been trying to work on it, my whole time here. But yeah, definitely I've gotten a lot more reps, obviously, at it. And with that, I think I've gotten better at it. But yeah, definitely some work like one-on-one, just guarding a guy, like one of our practice players and stuff like that, just to try to prepare me for in-game stuff.
Shay, what do you think are the keys to kind of celebrating the number one seed and celebrating where you guys are now versus staying locked in for the remainder of the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll definitely enjoy it tonight. We're about to go to the tower, take pictures with the trophy and everything. And I mean, we should enjoy it. It's a really special moment. It's really exciting. But yeah, I mean, we'll be back in the gym tomorrow, and I think we'll all have our heads down and ready to work because we know that, I mean, being a one seed, you even have more pressure, I feel like, than anything. So we have to be able to perform. We obviously, last year, losing on your home court is not how you want to go out. So I think we're all pretty determined and have a lot of motivation for sure.
Shay, what did you learn as a freshman and a sophomore that you can kind of teach your younger teammates about what this time of the year is about?
I think it really is like a mental toughness thing, like playing games back-to-back like that. It's whoever's ready that night. It's not best out of three. It's that one game, so you have to be ready. And I think just the preparation, just one game at a time, and really staying locked in. It's really easy to look ahead, especially when you see the whole bracket. But yeah, really just taking it one game at a time, I think, is the key.
You just mentioned the way that y'all got knocked out last year. How much did that play a factor into this upcoming, and how much did y'all learn from that last year?
Yeah, I think we learned a lot, obviously. Almost that entire team has returned for this year, so we all know the feeling and we remember it pretty well. And so getting to host again, it's obviously, I mean, we're very grateful for it, and we know that plays a big role, so we definitely need to take advantage of it. And yeah, I mean, we all remember that feeling and we know what happened and why, so just learn from it and have it not happen again. Yeah.
You mentioned a minute ago just losing Rory so early on in the season. I guess if anything good came out of that, you never want to see that, but it did happen early. This team has had a chance to gel.
Yeah.
Just talk a little about that, how you guys kind of came together to not only keep things afloat, but gosh, you're one of the top four in the country, right?
Yeah, I definitely think we had to find a new groove, and it took a little bit. It was kind of a shock, obviously, as it was to the whole country, I think. So yeah, just kind of finding that role. As I mentioned earlier, we knew that one person can't fill what Rory brought to the team, so it's definitely a collective effort. And I think we've really embraced that. Everyone's stepping up individually in their given roles and not necessarily playing outside of themselves, but just making sure that we're bringing every single night and that we're playing as a team and playing connected, because I think that's definitely when we're at our best.
As someone who's grown up rooting for this team, what does it mean for you to accomplish something that hasn't been done since you were like 3?
Yeah, it's really special. I mean, I think even winning like 30 games this year and just being able to do what we've done this year is so special. And then to get the 1 seed on top of everything, yeah, it's definitely like, I mean, as a little kid, you've seen me in all the little UT cheerleading outfits, and to be at this moment, it's pretty surreal, honestly, like just letting it all sink in. But yeah, I think this whole team, whether they're from here or not, I think everyone is just as excited as I am, but it's really special for sure, yeah.
What was your reaction when you saw #1 Texas?
I was extremely happy. You know, there was a lot of talk about us being a 2 seed. Just seeing us get 1 seed just shows how much like we worked for that. You know, we were like very excited, as you see on our faces and our kind of dances and like celebration. I think we deserve it. Now it's time to just like go out and work.
What was the best piece of advice Rory gave you when you took over, or even more recently as you progressed?
You know, when she first, went down, she just told me to stay poised and stay calm and stay true to my game.
Going into your first March Madness first tournament, where's your head at right now? What are you feeling towards what's coming?
I'm more on the neutral side. I'm ready to play, but also like take it one day at a time. Tomorrow at practice, we're probably going to watch film on the team we play, Drexel, and really just prepare for them.
I know Shay just talked about how much it hurt the way they lost last year at home in the tournament. I know you weren't on the team, but have you heard them talk about it in the locker room the way last year? And then how does that inspire you all for this year?
I mean, yeah. When I came this summer, they had pictures posted up all over BVR and our facility of the score of the second round loss last year. So, you know, even though I wasn't there, me seeing that score, it made me want to work hard, made me want to go farther.
When people talk about this region, they say it's the Texas region. Shay talked about the pressure. How much is the mindset pressure is a privilege now that you're in this position as a 1 seed?
I mean, it's both. The pressure is, are we going to show why we should be a 1 seed and why we are 1 seed? And I mean, it's just a blessing for us to be in that position. Like I said, it's all the hard work that we've been through. So, I mean, it's both.
Just watching that recap video, a lot of swagger from you in that, a lot of faces made. Do you feel like you're just at a confidence level where you want to be here in March at this time of year?
Oh yeah, I think just growing up as a little kid, seeing all these games, just people playing in these games in these big moments, I think my confidence kind of started building up as we got closer to March. So I mean, it's showing now, definitely out there, like in my game. But yeah.
There's a couple other freshmen getting a lot of publicity. Does that bother you at all?
Oh, no.
After the way you've played?
Oh, no. Juju Watkins, you know, she won freshman of the year. Hannah Hidalgo, she got runner-up. I'm cool with both of them. Hannah's, like, my best friend. I'm proud of them. I mean, we grew up together. I mean, very competitive. They've been good. I love watching their game. I try to, learn something from their game, too. So, I mean, I'm proud of them.
Talk about things that motivate you, kind of what Mark was saying, a little different, but whenever you see, this sport, Caitlin Clark gets the headlines, South Carolina gets the headlines, Angel Reese, Juju Watkins, is there part of you that motivates you to say now Texas is a freshman guard that's pretty good too, now when you start talking about her and that team?
I mean, I see it. I really don't get into like trying to compare myself or trying to like make the headlines. I really just like want to play ball, just play basketball, play my game, and do what my team needs me to do. I mean, like I see the headlines, like I'm proud of all the people. Just like basketball in general is growing, especially like on the women's side. So I mean, I really don't kind of get into all that. Really just kind of want to play ball.
I know you try to take it one game at a time, but is there such thing as winning the Big 12 tournament? Using that as momentum into the NCAA tournament, is that a thing for you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think if we just think about how we played in the tournament, the last 3 games, we played team defense. So I feel like if we just keep that momentum up and keep playing like a team, I think we'll be good.
All right, I think once they finished off the Region 3, you guys knew what was coming next. What was kind of your reaction once Texas kind of got put on the board?
I mean, you guys can go look at all the videos, but I went pretty crazy. This is really exciting. I've been here 3 years, first time we're a 1 seed, and I just know the hard work that this team has put in. So I'm so excited. Like I feel like I can go play a game right now. Like I'm ready to go.
Why does
dance
one
move, you or Deanna?
Oh, Deanna for sure. I'm the hype girl, and how to let her kill it. Yeah, she got it.
why does a 1 seed mean so much to you guys?
I mean, to be honest with you, if you're a 1 seed, you have the chance of, I won't say making it further, but you play a team that's not ranked as high, if that makes sense. And so everybody wants the 1 seed, and you're at home. And I mean, top 2, not 2. Like, we're number 1. So it's just 1 out of 4. So it's just an amazing accomplishment.
There's some pressure that comes with being a 1 seed. How much do you guys embrace that now?
We're all about pressure. We're all about things being difficult and we get past it. So at the end of the day, we're going to get in the gym and go to work.
Do you like the symbolism of the 1 seed after recovering from what happened to Rory and getting all the way back up there?
No, I love it. And at the end of the day, people, if we weren't a 1 seed, okay, we'll be the underdogs. That's fine. But I mean, the 1 is like the icing on cake and we'll take it.
2 years ago, you had 18 and 10 in your first NCAA tournament game. What do you tell Madison about what this time of the year is about to be?
Hectic. I'm gonna tell her to get ready because every game matters. Like, we have no room for error now. You win or you go home. So it's just, everyone needs to be on their A game. These next practices, they really matter. But I know she's locked in. She's made for it. So I'm really excited.
Shay just talked to us about how much that loss a little hurt the locker room. You were in that locker room. How much did that motivate y'all going for this year, trying to protect home court again?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was really motivation. I was hurt, didn't get to play, and then to sit on the sideline and watch that happen, knowing my team is way better than that, it's go time. It's on. And I'm on the floor. Yeah, it's go time. Everybody should be scared. We coming. Yeah.
How confident is this team as y'all head into this next 3 weeks?
Yeah, we know the work we put in. No one else but us knows the work we put in. So I feel like we have every right to be confident because we work so hard every day in practice. And Coach will tell you, practices are way harder than games for us, but it's like that for a reason.
Number 1 seed mean to you, I mean to this program?
I just think it's a tremendous accomplishment. This team is deserving, as I've said all along. There's only one other Power 5 team in the country with 30 wins, and that's South Carolina. I think we played the right schedule, non-conference, and I think we're, like they said on the broadcast tonight, we're hot. We've won 12 of our last 13, and again, I'm really proud of this team. They deserve it. To me, they've earned it, and but now we've got to go live it. And that's the message that I'll have for them is we've got to go live it now. And when you're the 1, now everybody's a whole lot more interested and a whole lot more focused when they play you. So, but you know, we have felt that all year long. So,
did you know this was possible, or what did you think the ceiling would be after you lost Rory?
Well, again, I think back on December 27th, I think at that moment and that time, you're trying to figure out, okay, this has happened. We've got to find a way to be as good as we can possibly be in a really quick period of time, because we obviously didn't have any more non-conference games other than the one that we played 4 hours after it happened. And we happened to be playing the team that was picked second at the time in the league in our opener on national TV. So, you know, I just think, you know, at that time you sit down with your staff. We have goals. We're not catering or caving in to those goals. We're still going to find a way to be the best we can be and compete for a championship. There'll be no woe is me or pity parties, and we're going to find a way to make this work. And I think that's what we've done.
Everything that comes with being a 1 seed, as far as everyone giving you their best shot, the pressure, what makes this team ready to kind of deal with all that?
All I can tell you is I've sat here and watched them now since December 27th, and they've done nothing to show me or give me anything other than believe in them. They've answered every challenge that's been put in front of them. Again, even in our 4 losses, they were all 1-possession games. And so seeing them every day, what they do every game, their competitive spirit. You have to remember, y'all, we've lost 2 games, of all of our victories in conference, in 17 victories, 14 were by double digits. only 2 in the regular season of our conference were by single digits. So they have done it in a pretty convincing fashion. So I've got a ton of confidence in them. Now we've got to go play, and you know, when the lights come on, they'll be a little bit brighter in the NCAA tournament, and you know, things will have a little bit more of an impact. But I have nothing but a ton of confidence in this group.
I know you said you'll get up to speed on Drexel later tonight, but just tell me, just what is it that concerns you about, you know, whether it be Drexel or Florida State or Alabama, in terms of whether it's players or style of play that you guys need to shore up against?
Well, obviously in Drexel you're playing a conference champion, so those kids know nothing but winning. And then when you go play an Alabama, Florida State, two teams from 2 Power Fives, good conferences, good women's basketball conferences. I'm very familiar with Christy Curry at Alabama, having been in that league with her for 8 years. And she's an incredible coach, does a great job there. She has a very, very good team this year. And then Florida State, I've recruited some of those kids over the course of my career. Their leading scorer, Latson, is somebody that I'm very familiar with. So, you know, I think all 3 of those teams provide a unique challenge. And again, our kids are going to have to understand, okay, we've earned this #1 seed. Now we've got to go live it. And that'll be, again, my message to them.
I know how important the #1 seed was to you, Coach, but to see your girls react in that way, how proud of the moment was that for you to know all the work that they put in?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, just just to know what they've been through and how they've handled it. You know, sometimes we can't control the things that happen, the adversity that hits. All you can control is how you respond. And to know how they've responded in so many different different instances of adversity, whether it's Rory, whether it's Book being out of game versus Cincinnati, whether it's Taylor being out extended period of time, Deanna Gaston out extended period of time twice. They have absolutely earned this moment, and it is very rewarding. I mean, it wouldn't be any different if we've just had a perfect season and we've earned it. It's still an exciting time. This is March Madness. You want to be one of those 4 teams up on the board that has the 1 next to you. It's a great accomplishment. But now you have to set that aside and now go to the next accomplishment. My message to them is, ladies, I want to play 6 more games. That's my thought. That's my focus. 1 game at a time. But that's our goal right now in that locker room is 6 more.
What do you think of Deanna's dance move?
You know, I thought y'all said she could dance. And I've seen her dance just a little bit better than that, by the way.
You talk so much about Madison and how good you think she is and how much she means to you. This tournament, you know, people talk all about, you know, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, South Carolina, Juju Watkins. How excited are you for the country to be able to see Madison Booker?
Well, I think they've seen her. It is exciting, you know. Again, how much will they see her? That's our job. We got to make sure they see her a lot. But I think the country is very aware of Madison Booker and who she is and what she's done for us this year. And again, I think they give a lot of our credit because of her ability to take over the point guard position. We've got other players that have really stepped up. When something like this happens with Rory, you don't get to today with one person. You get to today by a team elevating their games. Each and every player on this team, 1 through 15, has elevated their game. And a great example is Shea Holly going to the all-defensive team. You know, that's just one of many examples. She had to embrace that role. And then, you know, quite frankly, y'all, if Booker's not having the tournament she's having, Aaliyah Moore's probably MVP of in Kansas City, the Big 12 tournament. She played really well and has been playing well for us down the stretch. So We've just got a lot of players playing at a really, really high level. And whether they be at this level with Rory still on the team, we won't know that. What I do know is that they have absolutely elevated their game to a whole nother level because of what happened. And it had to happen that way for us to be where we are today.
Among the rewards too, you get another 2 nights to play in front of your home crowd. Talk about being able to play in front of Longhorn Nation 2 more times this year.
Absolutely, it's so special. It's another part of the reward to be able to host a regional, to play here in front of our fans in Austin and in the Moody is really a great opportunity and a unique experience for our kids. And so we want them to we know that our fans will come out. We need them out. We need 10,000 in the Moody on both nights, and to make it a great home court advantage, because as we all know, it's nice to play in your own arena, but it's not a home court advantage unless you got 8, 9, 10,000 people in there that are making a whole lot of noise and making it that great home court. So I'm excited to see our fans, and again hope that we'll have a packed house for the weekend.
Coach, in the Big 12 tournament, fouls seem to be a bit of a trouble spot. How will you address that going now into this tournament?
Yeah, we had to navigate that a little bit with our bigs, and then Booker had a little bit of an issue. But again, I think it's our ability to adjust and to how the game's being called, and that's my job. And so I think we've had a full season now of having to deal with that, and so I don't worry too much about that. I think our kids are all veterans, and I think again, y'all, you start talking about across the country. There's some freshmen across the country, and they've talked about some of them hitting the wall. And I think that's what I'm so proud about with Madison is she's just gotten better. She's not hit the wall at all. She's gotten better. I think our entire team's gotten better. They look fresher every game. I think that third game in 4 days, that's so much our advantage. And so I think our team is built for this, but we've got to go do it now.